So I don't usually do a lot of these videos, but sometimes I feel that I should. Today we're doing a buyer beware, and it's not because I've even had a chance to try the product, but it's because of the experience that I had with the company. We're gonna take a look at the company, Ayamaya, and see what my experience was. During the summer, some friends of mine, we decided that next year we are going to be doing a motorcycle trip from Nova Scotia all the way out to Sturgis. And we aren't sure as of yet if we're going to do this over 3 weeks or 4 weeks. But what we are still even trying to figure out is there's a lot of road trip in there that we are going to need accommodations, and we are trying to figure out what will be the best way to do that. Of course, one of our thoughts is camping, and I don't have any camping gear. I figured I'd reach out to some companies, see if I could get a tent, especially one that I think would be large enough for 2 people, and maybe would be big enough that I could even put my bike in. This was one of the first companies that I actually reached out to. Ayamaya, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's fine. Anyways, here's the email that I sent out, right? I'm reaching out to see if you would like to partner with me to show one of your tents on our YouTube channel, You guys can see it here. Anyway, surprisingly, this was the first email that I sent out to any company. This was sent out on July 1st. So on July 3rd, not even, I think, 2 full days later, maybe 2 full days, I got an email. Hey, Greg, that's awesome. We'd love to collaborate with you. Please provide your shipping address and we'll ship out the 2 to 4 person tunnel camping tent to you this week. Shipping out this week. Awesome. So, of course, I sent it out. I'm like, thanks, Karen. That's amazing. I said, we're going to do a video of it. No questions. We're going to do a video of it. You know, the unboxing, the setting up. We want to test this tent just to see if it's going to suit our needs. I was like, just be aware that if it doesn't suit our needs, we may not use it next year. But no matter what, you're going to get at least 1 video, maybe even 2 videos this year as we try it out. They're like, hey, Greg, totally understand. We also hope our tent fills your needs. I'll send the tracking info once it's shipped. July 3rd. At this point in time, I wasn't reaching out to anybody else really, because I'm like, cool, I have a tent. I have a tent. That's really kind of all I need. I stopped sending out. Now that may be a little bit of my own issue, and I should have probably shipped out to some other companies, but I was really confident that this tent, for one, was going to do everything that I needed a tent to do. And because our channel a lot of times focuses on trying to do things somewhat on a budget, this tent was a really good price. Watching some of the reviews out there, I was like, I think this may work. So excited. Now let's zoom ahead. July 24th. So we're 3 weeks later, just checking to see if there's any updates on the tent. Because again, it was supposed to be sent that week. August 8th. Still hoping to hear back from you in regards to the tent. We are hoping to be able to try it for a camping trip this summer before the weather changes. And for most of you that know, I live in Canada, and that means nights are getting a little on the chilly side. I didn't really want to be doing this too late, like now, for instance. So that was August 8th. Nothing. And then later on that day, I got a, hey Greg, we will be shipping out the tent later this week. Something to be in mind of is that it may occur a duty tax or some sort of customs fee. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. You guys are shipping me a tent that I'll probably use. I have no problems paying for some customs. If it's, usually something of that size that's coming across border, I realize may have some customs. And because I requested it, yeah, I'm down, whatever. If it's $20, $40, whatever, I'll pay for it, because I'll get some use out of a tent for sure. And I was like, yep, that's fine. Let me know the tracking number. All good. So September 22nd rolls around. We are still waiting on the tent. We are hoping that the tent arrives before the weather starts to cool down. Please let me know the status, as it was supposed to be shipped out over a month ago. And that was September 22nd. September 27th, We are just checking in one last time to get some form of response. We are hoping to receive the tent before the weather. And I keep talking about the weather because really, if I live somewhere down south, I would not that big a deal. I can test it in November. I can test it in January. I can test it in February. You got good weather. But for us, come now, which is we're in October now, it's too cold. It's just too cold. And I didn't want to test it in this kind of weather. I wanted to test it in weather that was weather that we would be traveling in. So that was my last one that I sent. And then we got a email from Zoe. This is Zoe, I'm guessing, with the company. I'm taking over the conversation. We apologize for the delay, and we assure you that our company is not a scam. We're a small team. Yada yada yada. Karen has pursued opportunities elsewhere, and I was like, okay, I guess that happens. But Karen did respond over like almost 2 months. So even when Karen was there, we didn't get the tent. I don't completely go with that response. I'll do my due diligence to investigate if this product was ever sent out. And I was like, it hasn't been sent out. If it was sent out, I'd have it, and I don't have it. And again, I was like, you know what? We're still hoping to test this. It's because it's September. It's getting close, but I could still set it up just during the day to make sure the bike fits in it. Because that was one of the big things, is does it fit? Then I get an email that it says, upon further investigation, we understand that we cannot move forward with this collaboration. Unfortunately, the location of your address is not somewhere we can ship products to. And here's the big thing. Yeah, you can, because I get stuff shipped from all over the world here all the time. All the time. The previous person actually looked it up and said, yes, we can. You may just need to incur some custom fees. And I was like, yeah, that's completely reasonable. That was September 29th. And then I replied back on September 30th saying, hey, that doesn't make any sense because we get stuff shipped here all the time. And they're like, well, if you have someone in the US, we can ship it there and then they can ship it to you. And I was like, why can't you just ship it here? This is, again, my gripe. The gripe is not that the tent is not of good quality by any means. I don't know. Maybe it's fantastic. It could very well be. You guys leave comments down there if you've ever used it. The issue is the relationship with the company, because that to me is a huge part of buying a product, is what can you expect from the actual company? And my expectation right now is not very high. July 1st was our first form of communication. Well, let's say July 3rd. July 3rd, because that's when I got the email back. So July 3rd, August 3rd, September 3rd, October. 3 months for them to just be like, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. No, we're not gonna do this. That puts up a lot of red flags, at least for me. All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to put that out there because I wanted you guys to be aware of a company like this. Because, again, maybe you've had great experiences with them. Maybe you haven't. I haven't. And I always want you guys to know the experiences that have gone bad. All right, my friends, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow with another review of another product. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Later.